trot on. And then trot on, rising trot, stretching. Especially now in winter, when we can't go for hugs outside or can't really make it a little bit more. Oh, no trot. Don't trot over this, Rebecca. They are for walk. Sorry, no trotting over the walk, Cavallettis, please. You are responsible for the right way and the right tempo. What he does over the Cavallettis is his job, but you must give him a chance. So Casey's rhythm must be a little bit more forward. Yes, especially if she's looking a little bit shy, first holding herself. She makes sure that she trots active enough to engage the hind. Thank you very much. There was already a good noise. The first sign that somebody is loosening him up. And when I watch the riders, I see that Casey has a beautiful position with shoulders, hips, heels really down. It's a 4-year-old horse, so she sits a little lighter to not be too heavy in the back. And Rebecca, the same. She has a lovely swinging middle position, what I say. Stay on the circle, both of you, once, and then we take the Cavalletti in trot. What is very important that you come in the back with the posing, you just hit the back softly, quickly, get out of the back and engage the hind leg with your posing to be active. So Rebecca goes first and then Casey comes, both from a straight line over the Cavalletti. With young horses, I always start on the straight lines, because if there's, good, thank you. If there's any hesitation and they go sideways, if you would have it on a curved line, the measurements wouldn't fit. But on a straight line, let her look, just keep going, yes, good, very nice. And you see so much of the attitudes. You learned about the characters. You see how willing she is to approach something new. Again. And you only make sure that on the long sides you have them active enough. Good. And that is not so easy for coordination with 4 legs, not stepping on one pole. And what you can do now is turn a little earlier, Rebecca and Casey, and turn there at R. Do a half circle at R, good. And then you saw now she was drifting afterwards. Sometimes they are straight on the approach, good. Okay, we take the next. This happens if it's not fixed. So I need 2 helpers. We will always put them on the sides. You do 1 block on each side. And now I guess you want to know what measurement this is. What means 5 feet? 5 feet with my size 41 means that it is around 1.20 meters. I always would say around, because you must try to take the biggest trot step they can, and in the middle it would be around 1.20 meters. In a walk, it is around 90 centimeters, but you know how individual the horses are. Some needs them a little bit wider, and some smaller ones or shorter trotters needs them a little bit smaller. Now you take the 2, put your hands forward, let him look, good. And try to stretch down as much as possible, Rebecca. Let him look and always think of forward, downwards, really stretching into your hand, good. Okay, now we don't need the side rails anymore, so we take the next. And after you have done this from the left hand, you change rein and do it from the other hand. Yes. Wow. Did you see the action? The front legs come high, the hind end much higher, not even touch them. Only try to make sure to keep it nice and straight. Good. And change rein. So we have both hands. The good thing is now Casey already looks, because she must look early enough to the first pole. Then she puts the hand forward. Very nice. And now we must make sure the stretching also in canter. So try to sit nice and light and have the same stretching idea like in trot. Rebecca a little bit more active because he has a huge, big canter stride. So open him up and have him round enough, go on the circle line, so you turn and give again, turn, come with your inside leg, give again, and ask him to stretch as much as he did before. Very good that Casey goes in the light seat, because then for the young horses you open up the back and give them a chance to feel totally free. The rider is not in their back anymore, so she searches down, very nice. And her canter stride is already quite straight, quite nice in balance. Good. And then you do a transition to trot again and come again left-hand side trotting. And now you want to let the reins shoe through, forward, downwards, hands together, so the rein is on their neck. Yes, very nice. Good. And forward, Rebecca, come on. Casey, come. Yes. Very neat. Super. And now you can do some transitions. Right afterwards, you canter to half round canter, do a transition to trot again, and then trot again over the Cavalletti. I would say posting is very nice because you always stay in the same rhythm, you don't change your rhythm. But if you go in a light seat, it's also good. Then I would do the light seat before, not when the poles start, but 2 lengths before. So then you have a light seat, the horse is in the balance, that's the most important thing, and then they can look. Later in the group we will also do some sitting. But you only can do the sitting if you are sure that your horse's back is really strong enough to carry you and to do this extra amount of lifting the legs higher that they would normally do. Yes, I do it with the older horses too, because the older horses get their natural stiffnesses, I would say, because they get older. Sometimes they are not so supple anymore, something is a little bit stiff here or stiff there. So if you do it in the warm-up, super, because then you just help them, their muscles also to get loose and all these little tightnesses. Make always sure that you do it a little bit, 3 days later a little bit, that you gradually increase. Like the mare today, she is 4 years old. With her I would say we couldn't do more today, because she tried so hard to lift higher and look and figure this all out. It's not only the physical, it's also the mental thing, that you would think it's not that difficult, but if you do it a lot, you feel sometimes if you do it too long, then they start stepping on the poles and not figure it out anymore, because they just had enough. So find the right amount and make sure that you do it always. Make a system always in your training program.